What's going on, kings and queens? My name is Fadie, Hany, Areny, World King here with Team World Nation, and in today's video, we're going to show you how to set up your Insider Finance technical algos. So I want to first welcome you to the Insider Finance family. If you're watching this video, you probably have just recently signed up for Insider Finance. I want to let you know that this is one of the best softwares and tools on the planet for traders, especially if you're looking to get insider information on how the markets are operating. Insider Finance allows you to be able to basically take a peek into what Wall Street is doing, and it does it in such an easy to understand way. This video series is going to help you easily get into Insider Finance, set up your dashboard, your watch lists, and actually start to understand what this option flow and data is letting you know. So without further ado, let's get started. So again, in today's video, we're going to dive deep into how to set up your TradingView indicators. So if you see when you log into your dashboard, you are on app.insiderfinance.io. What I want you to do is change the URL and just add /my/TradingView. Now this is going to take you to the TradingView indicator access page in the Insider Finance software. And you'll see if you're logged in, it'll let you know if you have access or not. So one of the first things you're going to need to do is obviously sign up for TradingView if you haven't already. Now, if you have signed up for TradingView and you've been using it or you've just signed up for it, what I want you to do next is to click this button right here. And what this is going to do, it's going to take you to your TradingView profile page. And when you are on your TradingView profile page, you'll see that the entire URL of the TradingView profile page is in the box, and you simply just need to submit it right here and then click the submit button just like it visually shows right here. Now this can take up to 24 to 48 hours because it is an invite-only technical algo. You do need to have somebody on the Insider Finance team approve it, and then once you have access to it, you will then be able to go into TradingView and add it to your charts. Now, once you've gone ahead and submitted your TradingView profile URL, you'll need to come back to this page just to double check that you have access. If you've been given access, you'll most likely have also received an email from the Insider Finance team. And what you're going to want to do is come back to this page and just make sure it says you have access right here. Once you've confirmed that you have access, I want you to now go into your TradingView account and I want you to open up a blank chart. So you can see here that I have the blank Bitcoin chart. We're currently looking at a 1 hour. We can flip it into a daily, weekly, monthly chart, whatever you want to look at. It doesn't matter. The algos work on all time frames. So we're going to go in on the daily right now, and we're going to open up the indicators on the daily charts. So first things first, when you have your blank charts here, I want you to click on indicators at the top. That's going to open up the indicators, metrics, and strategies pop-up. What I want you to do now is I want you to go to the invite-only scripts here on the left-hand column. I want you to then select Insider Finance Algo, and I want you to select Insider Finance Squeeze. Now, the reason why I have 3 of them in here is because Insider Finance used to actually have the momentum and squeeze indicators as separate indicators. So you may only actually see the Insider Finance Algo and Insider Finance Squeeze scripts when you get invited in your backend. Don't worry about it. It simply is all combined now, so you don't have to have 3 separate indicators. Instead, now you only need 2. This is a lot better. It's more functional, and it allows you to be able to add other indicators if you want and not use up all your indicator limit that you get on your TradingView plan. So you can see here now the Insider Finance Algo and Insider Finance Squeeze plus momentum indicators have now been added to our charts. So First thing that we're going to want to do is go into our settings. So we're going to go into our InsiderFinance Algo here, and we're going to click on the gear icon. It's going to open up our inputs tab here, and you can see we have a whole bunch of settings that we can change. Now, for the most part, I tend to leave all of my settings the same. But I'm going to go through each of these settings so you can kind of understand what things you can actually change and customize with the algo. So first things first, our AI algo provides buy and sell signals. So the first thing that you can change is the sensitivity. If I click here where it says medium, you can see there are 5 actual sensitivity settings. So if you set it to, for example, the lowest settings, you're going to get the least amount of signals, but they're going to be the cleanest amount of signals. If you set it to highest, then you're going to get the most amount of signals, but you are going to get a higher amount of wrong signals as well because you've got the sensitivity too high. That's kind of why I like to leave it on medium. I find it to be the best balance between high and low, and it provides me with just enough signals without getting too many bad signals in the mix. So I really like to use it on medium, but I think this is more of a personal choice, and I think you should go through, find a chart that you're interested in, such as right now the daily chart here on Bitcoin, and then just kind of click on the different sensitivity settings, click on OK, and then take a look at the actual signals that are being shown to you, right? So you can see here's a buy, here's a sell, here's a sell, here's a buy. You can see, so it's important that you understand that if you are, changing your sensitivity, make sure to change it to a sensitivity that you are comfortable with. I, again, like to keep it on medium. The next thing is the strength shading transparency, which I like to leave on high. And the next one here is the auto higher time frame panel. That is this panel right here to our bottom right. We can actually change the position. So if you want it to be on the top right, you can do that, and it'll move to wherever you want it to be. For me personally, I don't like the panel, and I just don't use it. I prefer to switch over to the different time frames and actually see them, but some people do like this, and at some points I have used it on my charts. I just feel like it takes up way too much chart real estate, even when it is set to small. Going back into our settings here, you can see that the actual auto higher time frame panel can be adjusted to also include 3 higher time frames, 2 higher time frames, or 1 higher time frame, as well as only the current time frame. So it's up to you on how you want to make those changes. Next, we have our trend confirmations. We have the confirm line transparency. I like to set it to low. The reversal diamonds, which are extremely important, I like to set my sensitivity to medium. The next setting is support and resistance levels. And what I like to do here is set it to just the strongest instead of 2 strongest or 3 strongest. And what that does, let me just show you, it adds more support and resistance to your chart. So you can see, it provides more levels. And personally, to me, I only like to see the strongest because I do like clean charts. I do like to look at the least amount of things that provide me the information that I need for my analysis, and that's it. If I have too much on my charts, it's just too much clutter, and I tend to find that the strongest on support and resistance levels for me is best. Now for everything else, you can see caution candles on, caution dots, confirm triangles, Bollinger Bands, the EMA line. I like to use it at 200. That's this dotted line right here that does change. When price is below it, it turns from a green line, green dots, to red dots. And when price is above it, it is green. So I like to use that. The other thing is the stop loss, take profit loss levels, the risk tolerance. I don't necessarily tend to use these, so it doesn't matter to me. But you can see here that when it turns into, for example, our most recent signal was a sell, it gives you the sell signal, but it also gives you a stop point, and it then gives you take profit level 1, 2, and 3. So if you took the sell signal here, we would have already been past take profit levels 1, and now we are currently headed to take profit levels 2. Now, just because we have TP1, 2, and 3 here doesn't necessarily mean price is going to go there, right? These are just automated suggestions that the system is putting in there for you, and it's simply based on your risk tolerance. So if you have a lower risk tolerance, you can see if I switch it to a lower risk tolerance, my stop loss now is $47,950, and my take profit levels technically remain the same. Going back and changing it to medium, you can see my stop loss now has moved to a much higher level at $50,567, but our take profit levels are still the same. So go ahead and change your risk tolerance in your system here. I like to keep it at medium or low. Doesn't really matter again if you're not necessarily using this, but it is a nice feature for the tool. Now, the other options inside of your Insider Finance algo are your style settings. I wouldn't change any of these unless you like to change your colors and make them more unique. This is the way that I have mine set up. So let's get into now our Insider Finance squeeze and momentum indicator. So we're going to go over this, hover over it, and click on the gear icon just like we did. And you can see here we have our inputs. So here we can change now our indicators. We can say we only want the squeeze indicator or only the momentum indicator, or we can put them both on our charts, okay? I like to have them both on the chart because it definitely makes the most sense. Now, you can see you have individual Insider Finance squeeze settings. Again, I like to leave everything essentially the same. So sensitivity, keep it on medium, turn on your buy-sell signals, color variation, and squeeze dots. And then on your momentum settings, again, the sensitivity is medium, and turn on your buy and sell signals. Just go ahead and hit OK. And if you've got the charts that you like and that you want, what I would recommend to do now is to save this in your TradingView settings, so that way you always will be able to put this on your charts if TradingView for whatever reason opens up your charts and doesn't have this set up. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you see these 4 squares here. This is the indicator templates. You're going to want to click on indicator templates, and then you're going to want to save indicator template. Go ahead and name it whatever you want. So let's just call this Insider Finance. And then the one thing that I like to do is always remember the interval. And the interval is the time period or the time frame that you are currently on. So in this current example, you can see I'm on the daily chart, and the daily charts are usually what I like to open up my charts on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save. Once I do that, if I go back to this 4 squares here and I scroll down, we can see Insider Finance here has been set up. So if I was to take everything off of my charts here and go back into the 4 squares and then go to Insider Finance and click on it, you'll see that everything will go back to how I set it up. And even if I was on a different time frame, so let's say I was on a 15-minute chart, and let's take off these indicators as well, because I set it to remember the interval, it's going to switch from 15 minutes to the daily chart here, and it's going to put all of those indicators on our charts. So voila. So you can see it's now changed us to the daily chart here. It's added our Insider Finance algo, and it's added our Insider Finance squeeze and momentum indicators. All right, so that is it for me, everybody. My name is Fadie, Hany, working here with Team World Nation. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and it was quite informative in helping you set up your Insider Finance technical algos. My name is Fadie, Hany, working here with Team World Nation and Deep Wallets. I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.